From our shack to yours, this is Coffee and Ham Radios. We are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're live. Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a long time since you just saw us on Smoking Apes doing the Amazon Prime Day deals. But now you're on TO's channel. We're doing the post-kickoff kickoff. It's kickoff number 2, if you're keeping track, and soon to be kickoff number 3 on Ham Radio Dude's channel.
Maybe.
But welcome, everybody. I've got Chuck KK6USY. He looks more awake in this stream than he did in the last one.
Yeah.
Ham Radio.
I'm awake.
Hey, I'm Ham Radio Dudes.
It's 5 o'clock here now.
Ham Radio Dudes.
Dudes.
Plurals.
Today we're going to talk Amazon deals and Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, but let's start off with some DMR stuff. Look at this $32 DMR radio. Give that to your kids and they can't program in all those nasty repeaters that you want to keep them off of. This is how you keep your kids in check. You give them radios that they can't program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, since we're talking about this one, I don't know anything about this radio, to be honest with you. I don't even know if it is actually 2-talk group radio, but there's a bow thing that's similar to this. And we'll probably evaluate it later, but it's actually not a deal because you could usually buy them for like $11, and today you get 2 for $33.
It's only one.
It's only one.
Looks like.
Yeah, but that one's DMR. I'm sorry, I guess I failed to mention that the bow thing I was referencing is like just analog UHF.
It has a low bat alert.
Got you.
And also battery check.
I hate when the bats fly too low.
This has transmit and receive, which is pretty nice in a radio. I wouldn't have expected that.
You got to cheer for the transmit and receive.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
That's a new one.
Radiodity, the GA510, $49.99.
So that's like the one that we saw over on Ape Stream that was like the Trinidado.
The TID radio, yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly it. They called it the UV5R, remember? The UV5R upgrade. Bro.
The upgrade one. Is that the same one? I think that's the same one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, except this one's... It wasn't Radiodity last time.
No, it was Tridiodity, though. But
it was some weird name. See, I was paying attention.
Yeah, see, this one doesn't transmit and receive, so...
Yeah, but this one does come with a programming cable and will work with Chirp.
Oh.
And he's got his surety jacket on. That's actually a nice jacket. I remember jackets like that from the 80s.
They're coming back now. I found out last night that... you know how I always wear this Vans gear because it's comfortable?
Yeah.
I found out last night Vans gear is popular again with the youth. And I'm like, see, if you just wear it long enough, it's cool again.
Yeah. Just wait long enough. So this is an adult radio. So, if you're under the age of adulthood, then don't look at this link.
And what I will tell you about these Redivis is, now I think I did the review on the RT47, which is essentially the same radio, just maybe different bands or something along those lines. But, this one's a DMR radio too. But what I will tell you is I have tested the waterproof capability of these Redivises, and they actually are pretty reliable.
They're reliably able to soak up water, or they're reliably waterproof.
I will say that price seems high, but who am I to say?
You remember. That's
true.
I think that's too much.
Radtel for $34.99.
This looks like Aluance or a Redivis RT. It's escaping 29. It's kind of escaping my memory right now, but that's also DMR, right?
It's good for hiking and camping. Yeah, it says does not say DMR.
Oh, okay. IP67 though. Maybe I should get that and test that waterproof capability. Hold on a second here, guys.
$34.39 Prime Day deal.
I'm going to spend too much money today.
Oh, the wife's up making coffee.
What's a UV5R Pro?
It's just as much better than the UV5R Plus.
I was just going to say that. You just gave the kickoff to what I was going to say. That's a UV5R Plus.
Hey, check out this deal, dude. $169.99 for 6. You get 6 probably fake Nagoya antennas. You get 6 microphones and a programming cable for $169, $170.
Do you get the radios too, or what?
6 radios.
Oh, okay.
8 waters. Didn't I say
This is
that?
an
I thought I
interesting
said that.
device.
You didn't say the radio part, but I figured it was implied, but I just wanted to make sure. You know,
That's what we should do.
What's it?
That's
So this is
$28
a
a piece for everything, though.
This is an RK560 radio frequency meter with CT, CSS, DCS decoder, and it runs from 50 megahertz to 2.4 gigahertz. And it's for portable handheld radio frequency testing, on sale for $23.11. Now, what that does is that makes that Baofeng look like a fantastic deal because this one won't transmit, and the Baofeng will. All this thing does is tell you that there's radio signals in the air near you. You probably
Yeah,
can't
and
even
it'll
do it.
tell you what CTCSS or DCS tone it is. I think I got one of these one time in China.
All right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Raspberry Pi 4.
Raspberry Pi. I'm working on my ASMR voice, guys.
Keep working on it. Oh, was that my loud voice?
It's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the Raspberry Pi 4.
It didn't come on Prime. Let's put it back on Prime and do it again. So a laptop where you get to take the keyboard out and do a bunch of electronics work on the inside.
I actually think that's a really cool thing, you know, having worked. Oh, cool. And you could program on it too. Is that Scratch? Is that what they call that?
Looks like Scratch.
Yeah. That's neat. But it's a little expensive in my eyes.
Well, so I would hope that there's a battery in there. So it's $263. It should come with the Raspberry Pi 4 with a whole bunch of sensors. Nope, no Raspberry Pi 4. It says RPi not included. But you get the screen, the camera, the workbench, the touchpad, keyboard, and mouse, and the case.
What's the workbench? Is that like something you can draw on or what?
So it's either this part here where you have all these different components that you can plug into each other, or it's this software, which you already get anyway.
Oh.
There we go. Complete kit with a touchscreen for less than the laptop deal. So you get a keyboard, you get a power supply, you get some heat sinks, you get the HDMI cable, you get the case. I don't know what size that screen is. What size?
I think that's a 7-inch. I think I have that one.
Yeah, 7-inch touchscreen display, 800. That's the official Raspberry Pi touchscreen display at that size.
Yeah. Yep.
It's actually hard to use. The resolution's just not enough. Great for
Hey.
ham.
The Ham Radio Dude will return. He needs to go feed Ham Radio a dog.
My audio's a little low. Let's work on audio.
Yeah, you've been actually a little low. Comparatively, actually.
Turn
You're
the audio
low.
up. I gotta put my boom stand up over here.
You know, I might pick up 2 Baofengs just for the heck of it. Vehicle to vehicle communications.
Yeah, these Argon Neo cases, these are awesome, and $12 is a good deal. This is a solid aluminum case, and then it has a plastic shell on the bottom so your Wi-Fi's can still get out. But this case is like some high quality stuff. This top piece slides off.
Are you serious? It's high quality?
Yeah, very serious.
Okay.
I've got one of these for my Shari Pi Hat node, and then I did a review on the next model that they have up, the Argon 1.
Shoot.
And yeah, see, buy it again because I already bought it once.
Yeah.
This is a neat case because it takes and puts all of the Raspberry Pi ports on the back side of the case. So it makes a nice, clean looking like media center display or something like that.
And what is this for?
Raspberry Pi 4. It's a case that you put the Raspberry Pi in.
Oh, it's just a case for it. Oh, it has a cooling
Yeah.
fan and everything.
And it's got a fan built in. It's got this little
probably worth
cover
it.
for it. And then the other cool part about this is you can expand it with this base. And this base is a sled for an M2 drive. So you can actually put a real useful size hard disk inside, hard disk, SSD card inside.
Is that something that if I want to do portable FT8, is that something I would need?
Yeah, so you could do portable FT8 with this. You would still need some type of screen. You could probably run it as a VNC client off of your phone that you probably already have with you.
I mean, I have that little Chewy laptop. I could probably just use that, but actually I have a better laptop than that one.
Yeah. I've got an old MacBook Air that I use for FT8. It works pretty good. But yeah, the Argon one is a nice case, and I like how it's just stackable. So it looks like they've put some thought into what this would look like sitting on your desk. One of the things I say it in my video, but one of the things that I don't like about the Raspberry Pi is that it's got
way smaller than I thought.
ports coming out of like every side of it. So
on that routes everything to the back. Is that everything to the back on that one? Looks like
for the Argon 1, everything's on the back. For the Argon Neo, it's just a smaller traditional form factor case for the Pi. But because it's solid aluminum, it's got some built-in passive cooling. 5 megapixel camera. Remember when 5 megapixels was amazing?
Yeah, I think I've got a little drone that has a 5 or 6 megapixel camera on it. It was terrible.
Yeah, so that looks like it's a 24-inch screen, but it's only a 7-inch screen. It's just another person with small hands. And it's a Raspberry Pi touchscreen, but it's running the Windows 10 desktop.
And you said that's not a very good touchscreen, though?
Well, it's a 7-inch touchscreen. This one's 1024 by 600. The official Raspberry Pi 7-inch touchscreen is 800 by 480. So 800 by 480 is like just not enough to get it done.
Because this is not a original type.
No, this is
gotcha.
WeMat.
Somebody put WeMat down there, and that you said it wrong.
Yeah, of course.
I'm wondering if some of these other deals on these little Baofengs are a better deal when you get more parts. Dang it.
$10 for an actual Raspberry Pi power supply. So this is a 3.5 amp power supply, and I like the plug on this because you can actually put it into a multi-outlet surge protector strip thing, and it would fit.
Or you can get that and something else in the wall.
Yeah. So USB-C power supply, 3.5 amps. That'll be enough to power the Pi. Usually you grab an old phone charger that's meant just for charging, and it's like half an amp output, and the Raspberry Pi is just struggling to even wake up.
Yeah. Don says that's a very nice case. It did look really nice, I have to say. I thought it was way bigger, in the picture. Then they showed it in somebody's hand. It's like, wow, it's really compact. That would be way more. Well, you said you still need a screen, though.
Yeah, so I did a review on this case here, and I think it's a great case.
And Richard said the switch on the power cord changed his life.
Yes, I have seen those. Those are fantastic. Like right here is a case that comes with a power cord that has an on-off switch on it.
That was one of the big things in the little, those little deals to get your radio on the computer. The MPVPs, having an on-off switch for those. I just left mine on most of the time. There's nobody around me that does radio, so I didn't worry about it. Oh, that has an extra fan?
Yeah, this is the one that Tango was talking about earlier. This is actually pretty good. So this would be a touchscreen, 10.1-inch touchscreen with a Raspberry Pi case. And this would be really even better if it had a battery, but it's okay that it doesn't because I can power my Raspberry Pi off of my my Bioenno battery. So I built out this. Also. What is it called? Juice.
Oh yeah. I put Raspberry Pi in there, and I got Duncan Hines Wilderness Simply something. Pi.
So I built out this juice box that takes Anderson power poles in, and then it's got a USB buck converter on it. So I'll be able to power my Raspberry Pi and my radio all at the same time from the same battery.
Let me show you something. I think that's what I have here. This thing here? Can you tell?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Dude sent me one of those.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get the, I've got a link on my video to get the right USB buck converter because it's designed to hold that specific one and hold it in place while you're using it.
Yeah, I hadn't asked him about he sent me all these little things.
So this moves all the ports to one side, which is nice.
You know what I ordered yesterday? I probably should have. It probably is on sale. I ordered a little. Was it number 6 screws kit? Because it's kind of what those things all use, right?
Yeah, they're tiny screws.
Yeah, I actually had a few. So that thing's? Would you say 10-inch screen?
This screen here is 10-inch. Yeah.
So it's still pretty big, though, huh?
Comes with a screwdriver. Now you know you've made it.
Yeah, what I did find out when I bought mine, I ended up buying the bigger Chewy because it had a little more memory and stuff in it. And after I got it, I'm like, man, I'm so glad I bought the bigger screen. It was hard enough to read as it was.
Abundant application.
So those are Pi 4s, you said, in those?
This is a Raspberry Pi 4B.
And it comes with it?
And it comes with the Pi 4, I do believe. Let's see.
Well, that's more than I
Portable
paid for
Raspberry
my whole
Pi
computer,
tablet,
though.
1280 by 800. Expansion interface. All-in-one Raspberry Pi tablet. Better neatness and portability compared with other computers. Yeah, it doesn't say that it comes with the Raspberry Pi 4. But, I mean, in the pictures, it shows all-in-one, all this stuff.
It's actually more than I paid for the whole computer. Or as much, anyhow.
And it's actually really interesting with the popularity of the touchscreens on the Raspberry Pi that it doesn't come with the touchscreen keyboard built in as an app straight up. Yeah, so it looks like you need to buy an additional Raspberry Pi 4 according to this.
Whoa. Your fan on?
It's a car going by. Big semi tractor trailer going by.
Oh no! When dude popped in there, it sounded like he had a fan on. Like he's running a big amp or something.
No, it's probably my computer. It's probably my computer fan.
There we go. There's the package. Yeah, no Raspberry Pi. Everything but.
If it's really bad, I can turn the gain down.
Don says that touch
I don't hear it now.
The screen on his Pi 400 is 15.6 inches. That's awesome. These ones here are kind of funny. The 3.5-inch screen. What are you going to do with a 3.5-inch screen? I have enough trouble with the.
I can't read the 10-inch screen.
7-inch screen.
Now, how are those screens in the sun? That's the problem usually.
Yeah.
I take my computer outside and I can't hardly read the dang thing.
Lots of Prime Day deals. 3 amp power supply, $8. Time to stock up on Raspberry Pi power supplies.
Here's a kit, something like you were looking at. I think it's the one you looked at earlier for $263. Oh, here's a robot kit. It's not on Prime Day though. Forget it.
I don't think these are really deals.
Right here.
But says actually, let me log into my Amazon account. I'm not logged in yet on this computer.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh, is this the one you were looking at the 3.5-inch touchscreen built on that little box that you had?
Yeah.
$25.
It's funny how people, like, you see all these videos of people making Raspberry Pi clusters, but then they don't really do much with it. Like, it's not really a cluster of Raspberry Pis that are joined into one to make one great big, massive, powerful device. It's just 4 computers that are stacked, and then you just talk to all 4 of them individually. Like, I want to go in and run HTOP and have it show me 24 processors.
That little screen looks kind of cool, but like you said, you wouldn't be able to see anything on it.
Yeah, this one's got Windows 10 running on it. What are you going to do with that?
So sorry.
So, dude, could you take one of those little Raspberry Pi 4 touchscreen things and make your little push button thing out of it somehow?
Yeah, you could. You could use Python and tkinter to make a graphical user interface and have little buttons, and when you press the buttons, they do the things. But
I've seen those before.
I think you would have to find a way to have it communicate with your Windows computer. It would be probably difficult, actually.
Well,
Arduino would be better suited for that.
Actually, that's what I saw. They were using Arduinos for this.
What I will tell you is, ladies and gentlemen, currently on Radiodity's website, the Zygu or Shegu G90 is $435, but right now on Amazon Prime it is $399.
Oh, wow.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? You heard it first here. And look at that one Prime deal for the fan, $55. Normally it's $69.
That's not bad at all, dude. Let's look at anything Zygu.
Shegu.
Yeah, Shegu. Don't get it wrong, man.
You watch the comments here, man.
That's right.
Somebody's gonna write an angry letter.
So that's, what would you say, about $40 off there?
Yeah, about $40 off, and then the fan's about just $15, $14 off. It says, and normally it is $69. So hey, you're saving a couple bucks here and there.
No, I don't see the fan. It was I must have brought up a different.
Right, look at my screen.
Oh, it's below it. I thought it was in the same. I thought he was saying it was in the same because they have the interface, the CE19.
So Richard's saying he's seen a lot of people distribute source compilation. I have seen that too. There was this LTSP Linux terminal server project or something like that. And what would happen is you would take, this was back when CDs were still popular, you'd put the CD into the CD-ROM drive of your master main computer and boot it up. And then everything else would boot from, they call it Pixie boot. It would boot over the Ethernet wire. And as it booted up additional nodes, each additional node would become an extra processing unit. So you would gather more RAM from each additional node. You would gather more processing resources from each additional node. And the cluster became stronger and stronger as more things joined it, instead of more and more of a drain on the main server.
Did I can't remember Smoking Ape stream because that was so long ago. But did we look up nano VNAs? It appears that there's a nano VNA for $47.98. I don't even know if we're going to need to do a ham radio dude stream, honestly. Just to keep it going, I suppose.
I just found a 12 amp hour cycle LiFePO for $50.
Oh yeah, let's look up Miati.
My buddy says the 36s aren't available anymore. I think they're just out.
I haven't been able to find one. But hey, let us know in the chat if you guys are looking for anything in particular, and we could maybe look it up together, like a big family or something. I don't see any deals on Miatis.
Chin's battery, nice.
And again, we're not doing any affiliate links for you guys if you're on your own, right?
That's correct.
If we're posting something, I mean, you can go to somebody's site and go off of there if you want to, but that's up to you.
Good morning, Shane. The side of the radio.
Out of these
hey, Shane.
Oh! Lionel said somebody pointed it out on ApeStream. New deals pop up every hour.
Oh. Must have been Ape.
Eco-worthy 30 amp hour, 169. Let's go.
Yeah, this one I found was I don't know. Let me see what the name is.
And Don says, "Yeah, I've seen the full G90 kits for $435." Well, that's awesome.
This one's a Chin's battery, so I think it's from China.
I think a lot of these batteries are, even the Miatis, aren't they from China too?
I was just going on the Chin's part.
It's just short for China.
They actually sell a 12, a 100, a 300, and a 200. Oh, that 200 though is 25.6 volts.
I feel like I got my, that's a 25 amp hour for $65.99. I was gonna say, I feel like I got my 16 amp hour for like $36.
This one's only 1200. That's a 300 amp hour though. Let me go the 100 amp hour. 465. That's actually, I don't know. I start going for 100 amp hours. I think I'm going to buy a name brand. If I was going to.
I'm going to look up some lightning deals here and see if we can find any cool lightning deals.
Oh man, I got a lightning deal on that little fridge I have for my 4Runner.
There you go.
It immediately went $80 off, and I'm like, I'm not waiting for the wife to come home to talk to her about it. I just bought it.
Last week, I got another ring light for the studio.
What is this
And
jackery?
it's normally like $135. It was on sale on a lightning deal for like $68.
Wow. Oh, you know what? I looked at those, probably the same ones, different brand name at Best Buy the day, and it was like what you said, like 128 regular price or 38.
Richard mentioned I haven't found out how long my Miyati 16 amp hour will last on my G90, and I'm not sure that I'm going to use the G90 for field day, but I'm bringing it. I am going to run field day and try to run it all on one charge for the Miyati 16 amp hour. So we'll see.
16 is a good size.
Richard says at least 2 hours worth of transmit. It actually drew a whole 8 amps on the specs, but it's usually pulls less. And Astrolia did a video with a what was that battery? Why am I drawing?
I think it's a 12 amp hour. The Bioenno. It's either a 12 or a 15. It's a beast.
And she wasn't able to drain it. And I know we were out at the park that day for at least a few hours when you guys came down here, and she didn't drain it. So
that's the really hard part about that is you sort of get in the habit of relying on it not ever draining out, and then it will. Yeah. You go out for like 3 POTAs and it's still going strong. So you hit the 4th and hit the 5th, and then you never know when it's going to end.
I just charge mine usually.
Right.
That would be the easy thing to do. Though.
I'm not going to drive 3 hours one way and then going up.
Forget your headphones.
Well, I haven't forgotten headphones yet. I did forget. What did I forget one time? Coax, but I was able to make it work still.
No coax. You just like hooked up Bluetooth.
I forget what I did. I think it was coax. I forgot.
So I forgot. I took everything with me except for a way to attach the antenna to the mast. And what I did, those tethers that they give you for your handy talkies that nobody likes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I put it on, so I took that off and used that to attach the antenna to the mast, and I'm like, that was just perfect.
Oh wow! You know what I did that day? I have my I have my Elecraft, so I had just enough wire to run from my antenna down to my radio, so I had a BNC connector. I hooked the wires to the BNC connector and just like taped the wires to the antenna and used it, the lead. Or I wrapped them around. I think I wrapped them around it because it was a dipole. It worked.
What is this?
I made contact.
60,000 milliamp hour. Is that 60 amp hour?
Yes, because 6,000 milliamp would be 6 amp hour. So yes, 60 amp hour.
This sounds like an impossible device.
It's 300 watts solar.
Let's read some reviews or questions. And Spike asks, what battery amp hour should I be looking for to do a POTA with a 991A? Shortly after, Shane said I did a 3-park activation with a Miyati 16 amp hour and a 7300. Still plenty of charge when I got home.
Yeah.
That doesn't really answer the question about the 991, but 16 hours should be fine. I've used on my 891. I've used my 8 amp hour for hours with no problem.
Yeah, I have a 9 amp hour Bioenno, and I've used mine on my 857. That's probably what you have. It's a Bioenno.
The 9 amp hour. My apologies. 8 amp hour would be the Miyati.
Right. A 16 is plenty, I'm sure, to get you through iPOTA on a 991. My 991, I've run it on my. I've got that 30 amp hour, and it's. I've actually run a couple POTAs off of that, and that was like solid an hour, like 80 contacts,
60 hertz pure sine wave.
Ooh.
I like some of this, like the cooling fan. They drew little pictures of the air cooling.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome.
It's a fan.
That's really cheap for one of those things. How much? Oh, well, I thought it was. Maybe I didn't see the price very well.
$180.
It says 30 units. It says 30 units, $176. Does that mean if I buy it, I get
$4? You got to buy 30 of them to get $4 off per unit.
Oh,
so it's 60,000 milliamp hours.
60 amp hours.
Is it? I don't know.
Or is it 6 amp hours?
Or is it 6 amp hours?
No, 6 amp hours would be 6,000 milliamp hours.
It just seems like an impossible
batteries.
price. Here it is.
I'm,
Please kindly note this is not the total capacity. The 300-watt solar generator builds into 3 lithium batteries. Each one is 20,000 milliamp hours. So the total capacity of Flashfish is 60,000 milliamp. That doesn't make any sense still.
I bet you if you go to the question, somebody will answer the very poor description. So
Yeah.
Let's see the 1-star review. Who got hurt? Show me where the battery hurt you.
this unit outperforms. Why did they give it? I returned the shaft on unit. So why did this guy give it a 1-star if he says it's?
It could only run his TV for 2 hours and 15
Oh,
minutes.
there it is. Yeah.
At the end of his movie.
Well, Titanic is a long movie.
It says. Whereas I think he's reviewing the wrong product.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think he really just
He
gave
really
it the
likes
wrong.
this one, but he doesn't like. I returned the chiffon unit. He doesn't like the chiffon, so he.
Oh, there you go. Update. I purchased another Flashfish 300-watt unit, but it will not charge. I'm sending it back for another unit. So that's probably why he gave it the 1-star.
I love it. I hate it. Not
I don't
60,000.
know.
Completely misleading ad. It clearly states 60,000 milliamp hour. Apparently, this was calculated at 3.7 volts instead of the 12 volts one would expect. As a photo specification label on the unit actually shows, it is 20 amp hours storage. But
At
20
11.
amp is still a good price. So I see what they did. They didn't lie. They just weren't telling you what you wanted to know, because nobody rates batteries at 3.7 for this type of device. Usually they're rated at 12 volts. So at 12
Sure.
volts, it's 20,000 milliamp. At 3.7 volts, it's 60,000 milliamp. That all makes sense. But am I wrong? Isn't 20 amp hours for $180 still like a shockingly fantastic deal?
To answer your question, because it's see, this would be perfect for Frank, maybe, for what he's doing. Well, he made his own thing already. But to answer your question, I don't know much about solar generators and what the deals are regarding these things. But
$65 for a 20 amp hour. So yeah, okay.
yeah,
So
and I got that 16 amp hour, and I really feel like just a couple of weeks ago I paid $36 for it.
Well, these aren't even Prime Day deals. This is just their price.
Yeah, right.
But the solar generator is going to be a battery plus a battery management system plus a charger plus a power inverter. So you're getting a couple of pluses on that.
Yeah, so look at it like this. PowerWorks, for example, has like the tackle box battery thing with all your connectors and your all your adapters and everything in your charge unit, and they charge just for the box alone at least $99. So you're at $165 there after you have that battery. So you see where I'm saying right there, that one PowerWorks up there. So you might be. You see where I'm going? Like, you might actually be better off just getting the devices we've been looking at.
The Flashfish. What a great name for a product.
Yeah, Flashfish.
Feel inspiring.
Check out the latest products by Flashfish.
Let's see what else Flashfish has.
Don says we need to watch Hobotech's channel. Stu's got a good point. Good morning, Stu. Oh, actually, by you, probably good afternoon, maybe even good evening by now. How noisy is the charge controller and the inverter going to be in that box?
Yeah.
Well, if there's only one way to find out, let's buy it.
Well, the cool thing with ham radio is I don't need an inverter.
Right.
Westinghouse. Remember when Westinghouse was like an awesome brand name, and now it's like the house brand at Walmart?
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember when it was a good name. I just remember the house brand at Walmart.
That was back when Westinghouse and Edison were fighting with each other.
Ooh, I have an idea. I'm gonna look up
There's
something.
a Jackery. Look at that Jackery, because
Yeah, I saw that one.
that's what you should. That's what you should compare it to. That other one.
$4.99.
Yeah, for 500 now. It's a 500. Is that a 500 watt?
518 watt hour. We'd have to do some math. Pull out your tech test math.
Well, and the other one said 300, right?
Oh, that's 24 amp hours. At 21.6 volts.
Because these are supposed to be really good ones here.
So does that make that 48 amp hours at 12 volts?
Stu goes, it's lunchtime here. Well done, you guys, for getting up in the middle of the night for this. I'll tell you, I was already up. This is
Somehow,
like, I lived in Europe like 10 years ago, and it must still be in Europe time.
Yeah. I was just going to say, somehow I knew that Don probably had a Jackery.
Well, it's really funny because I look
He
at
may
this
have
and
said that before.
Jackery doesn't sound like a confidence-inspiring brand name. I don't know one way or the other whether it's good or bad. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't seem like
They are one of the better ones out, from what I understand. That they're like, what's the Go Power? Was that the ones that were like one of the original ones?
yeah.
Green Power or something like that.
Like Jackery is what I would like. I walk into the room and my kids are goofing off. What is this Jackery? That's what I think of.
Kids, get off my lawn.
Hobo Tech. I think I watched that guy too.
There you go. Go Power. Yeah.
There's one that's been around for a long time. They used to sell them at Costco. That was when that kind of stuff was just starting out. It wasn't Go Power or something else.
$1,234.05. You know that a bunch of people sat around a conference room table and just invented that price.
Mm-hmm.
So Shane says he found 2 computers on Prime Day, but I would still need to grab some additional random access memory, as opposed to the read-only memory.
Let's see here. Yeah, it wasn't Go Power or something
Just
else.
make sure one of these battery packs fits my car.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you got?
Nothing good. Type in ham radio antenna. You can get a not a debris for $10.31. Not a debris. Wow, you see your prices are higher. Are you logged in? You are logged in. See, I'm getting like lower.
Is that the 42 and a half?
Is it the same?
Oh, I was looking at the 18 and a half, and size matters, ladies and gentlemen. Yours is in a different order than mine. That's why. But hey, let's look at antennas. We're here. Look at those high quality adapters.
$7.99 for the best plastic adapters you can get.
I'll be honest. I think I had those adapters.
There we go. 1031, dude. What was yours?
Yeah, 1031. So I mean,
Bing Fu.
Same.
It looks like an Abri.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should get one of those. That's cheap enough to get one of those and like do a review on it, right?
Look at that one there. 7 something. 28-inch.
Oh, I'm gonna get that one then. Hey, why don't you get that one too and see if you can do a review before me?
I already did a review on all of this stuff.
Did you?
Yeah. I did like a 26 2-meter antenna review video. It was fun.
Should I get the 18-inch, the 28-inch, or the 41-inch? Let me know in the chat.
Mm-hmm. So,
look at that NMO mount.
Let me ask you this one, Tio. It's like a Serbian USB external stereo sound adapter for Windows Mac. Plug and play, no drivers needed. Is that all you really need to do FT8 with?
So you would need to make up a special cable for your radio, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's for the Raspberry Pi. Your Raspberry Pi has audio out, but not audio in. So you need an additional sound card. And the one that KM4ACK uses is the Sabrent.
That's what this is.
So this side of the radio said the 41-inch for the Fang. So that's what I did. I got the 41-inch for the Fang. It will be here Wednesday.
That should break the top of that radio right off.
Heck yeah. Let's test it out. Now, yeah, those are definitely needed for a Raspberry Pi, right?
Yeah, but for your regular computer or laptop, you already have a sound card built in if your computer was built like.
Well, what I was looking at that what, $399 or $299 G90, and that was one of the options along with their little inner card thing.
So I'm sorry, keep going, guys. My apologies.
I'm
just reading the chat and I'm trying to catch out. I'll get to the chat when you guys are done. Oh, Abri antennas are on sale. He just got one for under $9. Well, I feel ripped off now.
Oh man,
you overpaid.
Plasma beat you out on that one. He probably only got the short one though. What size Plasma?
18.8 inches is $847, but the 42 inch is $17.99. So I still got a good deal. Provided that they're the same.
Divided by the inches, right?
I guess.
What you pay per inch.
Don said something, and then Keith said something that I think should be kind of noted.
Ooh.
First of all, Don said 2-meter Yagi, but that's not what he said. And then somebody said, "Hey, you guys haven't found anything useful for Huntsville? Ice chest, wagon to drag beer around, a beer hat for Chuck." So that's probably something cool we could look at. See if
beer hat.
Beer
Chuck.
hats. Oh, Don said, for fun, let's look at the prices and availability of graphics cards.
There you go. I'm holding a beer, so yeah, I'm pretty busy. Yep. And there's a inflatable floating beer pong. That's a beer pong hat, so you could wear it on your head, or you could let it float in the pool.
Wow. Look at that beer hat with the two.
Oh, that's perfect.
Beer life. Nice.
Okay.
Oh, I just got an idea. Hold on, I got to write this down and tell you guys later. I won't say it on stream, but we got some.
Idea.
We got some We got some new stickers coming out soon.
I was wondering if Keith thought I need a different hat. I can get a different hat, Keith, if that's what you want.
How do I not have
beer
a
on
pen?
it?
How do I not have a pen?
Discord, you all right?
Okay, yeah. I don't want to open Discord right now because I'm afraid my computer's doing good today. So I don't want to push it.
Did you fix something?
Yeah. I'm not using. I can't remember what I did. I did do something to fix it, but I don't remember exactly.
Shamrock beer.
I just added that G90 to my thing. I'm not going to buy it though.
Abe. He loves big feets. And he's got that green bottle beer too. And that's how you know he's a Bigfoot. Interesting way of putting a logo on a hat. I'm kind of scared of what it might look like when it shows up.
The 42.5 inch Abri is $13.99. Well, let me look that up.
Sriracha game. A spicy slapping card game for the whole family.
I'm glad Don put that in the chat.
Here. I'm probably going to lose some subscribers over this, but I do not like Sriracha.
I actually found a what I would call a semi deal, and I'm going to send it to you in the private.
Okay.
It was a mistake that I found it, but hey. And you'll see why I call it a semi deal in just a moment there. Oh, one chip challenge. So, okay, first of all, this is a UV5R, so it's not 8 watts. Let's be realistic. However, it's 4-in-1 for $28.79. So, what are you getting on the 4-in-1? I think they're saying you're going to get the programming cable, the radio, the battery, the microphone. No, I bet you that they're showing a picture of the 6-in-1, so it's $43. So maybe that's not a deal. My apologies.
The 6-in-1 is $43.99, and the 4-in-1 is $28.79.
Oh no, okay, so you get some cool external antenna that we never heard of, but you also get the programming cable. So you look at a UV5R is normally $25 or so, right? But for an extra $3, you're getting a programming cable.
So extra battery and extra antenna is what you get with the 6-in-1. So technically, this is 2-in-1 because in the normal box you get the charging stand, the battery, and the radio.
Yeah, and the extra, you never get the programming cable. So to have that programming cable there for an extra $3 from a price of a normal UV5R, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, this is a good deal.
Would that do the your 10R also? The cable?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
As long as it has this Kenwood style connector on it, then you're good to go. And you can.
I thought there was a problem with those. I thought you had to get like the true ones.
So what he's talking about is there's a couple of different chipsets. There's the Prolific chipset and the FTDI chipset. And if you get something that doesn't have one of those two chipsets or has a fake version of those chipsets, then there's a problem with it.
So I just found a 70 centimeter Yagi. It's what 1, 2 looks like 5 elements. Everything folds up.
An interesting point. I'm looking at this one customer review. This one guy gave it a 5-star. It's Joe S. And it's a verified purchase. And he bought it June 7th, just a few days ago. He says it's much better than a scanner, but he does not include his call sign, so I can't trust that review.
And then Wayne Johnson has a point too. It doesn't matter what chip it is under Linux.
It's cold in here. No, you do get an antenna with the 4-in-1. It's hiding at the top.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I didn't see it. I was looking down here at the side. That's how they get you. Oh, you get that cool headset thing.
Oh,
they come with that already?
Normally you get that anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
You look like you're an FBI agent. Make sure you wear your dark mirrored sunglasses and your clear earpiece.
Don's going to wait for Chuck's review.
I would.
On what?
Anything.
I just got to wait for you to put it out, I guess.
Yeah, right. Or just say that I'm going to do it and then it'll get done. Hey, let's see. We have 16 likes right now. How many people are watching?
54. Awesome.
54 watching and only 16 likes. What's up with that, man?
Yeah.
I guess I should start getting my stream ready, right?
I mean, at least create it, yeah.
Wait, leave a 1 in the chat if you want me to stream in the next 20 minutes when TO's gone. And if you don't, leave a 0. Because I can go either way. I don't need to stream this morning. Or if it would be better that we came back around noon. If you want us to be here at noon instead of in 15 minutes, hit a 12 in the chat. That would be noon Central Time, ladies and gentlemen. I know I just gave you all a bunch of options, but yeah, it looks like they want us to stream. Maybe I'll just stream all day. If you want me to stream all day, 12, 2, 1. All right. I think that we and anybody's welcome to come and join my stream at noon Central Time. I think, Ham Radio 2.0 streaming today, but I don't think he's streaming until like 3 p.m. Central Time. So
yeah,
something like that.
I think what I'll do is I'm going to come back at noon, and anybody who's welcome to join me, I'll ask the chat and the viewers if they're looking for any deals. We'll look together. But what I want to do is maybe give it a couple hours for maybe some more deals to start popping up because, they announce new deals every hour. Sorry, I didn't mean to take your airtime there, bud.
Now I need to come on your stream and steal it all back.
That's fine.
That's fine. This is fine. This is my life now. What do we got for like cameras? It's a good deal on cameras. These aren't cameras. Oh, my pet watcher. I can give my dog a treat while I'm gone.
That's awesome.
Come home, my dog's 400 pounds overweight.
Hey, so that ring light right there in the bottom left.
This one.
Yeah.
$16.
And then there it is on the. Oh, are you serious? I just paid $68 last week, and I thought I got a great deal because normally it is 150 or so.
You did get a great deal last week.
I did get a great deal, but look at this week. It's $45. If you all are looking for a ring light, man, this thing is good. Watch this. Hold on, I gotta get up. Nah, I'm not gonna get up. Trust me on this one, it's good.
Wait till noon on Dude Stream. He'll go over the ring light.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, waterproof, so I can put this in my shower when I use my waterproof radio. Night vision binoculars, 1080p, nice. I can trust that. Police body camera, because that's what the police use, the GRC brand.
17% claimed. I wonder if there's going to be a Woot off today, if you guys are familiar with Woot.
Let's see.
The
last thing I bought on Woot.com was a Leatherman Wave.
Hey, I hear that vacuum release sucks. Telescopes. Hey, so here's what I want you to do while Teal's looking for cameras and stuff. Real quick, I want you guys to start making a list of things you might want to see on the 12 o'clock stream, and we're going to look for them. And as long as you can keep it kind of PG, I don't mind going maybe a little bit raunchy, but like, let's not look for Kegel things like smoking it.
Oh, goodness.
I don't think he meant to, and I don't know if he knew what that was, to be honest.
That's funny.
Like initially,
Ape doesn't look like the kind of person that works out his Kegel muscles. Just saying.
I just got a Discord message.
Wait. What? Woot, an Amazon company. I did not know that.
Oh yeah, it's been that way for years.
Yeah, I told you it's been at least 7 or 8 years since I shopped on Woot.
Back in like 2014, I think they went over to Amazon, and Woot's sucked since then. Let's be realistic. But there's a new one now. It's called MEH.com. So the people who created Woot sold Woot to Amazon. Oh, no, MEH. I'm like, I don't know what you're going to go to if you go to MEY.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared.
But anyway, they sold Woot.com to Amazon, and then they just went and made Meh.com.
This is YouTube live streaming internet Russian roulette.
Pelvic health is important, dude. Oh, I'm not denying that.
We were just saying that Ape doesn't support pelvic health. We support pelvic health. The three of us here, yes.
I'm going to go ahead, if that's cool, and drop my link to my live stream that'll occur later today.
Go for it.
I don't have a thumbnail because I'm just rolling that way, I guess.
So what were you saying was the best camera brand on the stream earlier? Was that Canon, dude?
Yeah, Canon is the way to go. I mean, like Canon, if you want a camera that doesn't do anything right, hey. Now the Sony ZV-1 is a great camera.
Any competing? Oh, they're coming out with a new one. Did you know that? It's a
ZV-2.
No, it's a cross between a ZV-1 and like my cameras.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I am a huge
interchangeable lenses, but in the form function of your radio or your camera.
I would probably be all in on that one because I got to tell you, the Sony ZV-1 is by far the best vlogging camera.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, mine had such more responsiveness.
Oh, come on.
You got to do more vlogging.
No way. No way.
What's that?
You got to do more vlogging.
I'd have to find that again.
No.
Yeah, it's I need to do more YouTube videos, but
I'm a little faster on that one.
I'm using a lot of my time doing these live streams, and then it's summertime, so I'm trying to go get some exercise. It's an old camera. I'm so poor. I would need to use an Etch-a-Sketch.
Mine's old, not yours.
I will one-up you, Don, and I will say that it's not only that,
deal.
it's also the quality of the internet speed in all points in between us.
Let's see if I've lost any
agreeing with you violently.
Ooh, no.
Okay, I gotta say, we've been streaming for 2 hours now between the two streams, and I've lost only 2 frames and 0%. So, for example, yesterday on our stream, I lost like 4% of my frames. I don't know what I did, but I did make a lot of changes yesterday. Ooh, Rody.
Hey, Don, don't buy any stock in Nikon because they may not be around much longer.
Uh-oh, you heard it here first.
They just haven't really
I searched for Rode.
They haven't kept up lately.
Those headphones right there go up real quick. Those $34 headphones, just avoid them.
Look at that audio interface. You see that?
Both sizes.
Mine are in a pile somewhere. Let's see. I have a PR40. Does that have good optics? PR40. Let's take a look at it. I mean, when we're done looking at mics.
What's a PR40? That's a microphone, isn't it?
No, I think it's a Heil microphone.
Yeah.
So no, the Heil microphone does not have good optics.
Terrible. If you're looking at the PR40, look at a.
It's almost like it wasn't meant to have any optics at all. Like, I don't know what Bob was thinking.
Look at a RE320 instead. Just saying. $100 cheaper and better.
Nope, not seeing it.
I never heard of a camera. Doesn't mean it isn't there, though.
MB Court.
MB
What about we haven't looked up yet for ham radio related stuff would be coax. Can we find a deal on any, like, I guess you call it ham radio coax and see what we find?
Yeah. I just put a number in usually.
Right.
RG6, so yeah, like RG213.
You got some connects. Here you go. 25 feet of KMR 240. 25 feet for $27 doesn't really sound like a super great deal, right?
Oh man, Wayne was actually just joking. TO, quit looking.
Oh, I know. It's not funny if I don't go with it, though.
I know.
Not really finding much of deals here on coax, ladies and gentlemen.
Don, there's nothing wrong with Nikons. The old ones, they were good in their day.
Why do we not like Nikons? I'm a huge Nikon fan.
Yeah, they're just for video stuff right now. Sony's the best.
It's just here's the problem. Here, I'm going to bend down here. Here's the deal. This thing is like, okay, I am going to compare like a Canon, right? So this thing has some weight to it, and so for me to like put this on a tripod or like right above my camera, it would constantly be pulling down on the actual tripod. Whereas this thing is like just.
But for pictures, that's a good camera, though.
Oh, it's a great camera
for photography. There's a difference in cameras when you start looking at video and photography.
That's absolutely right. And don't get me wrong, the Nikon will do decent video. It will, and I used it for a long time. But it's more suited for photography. And so when I go do like pro photos, I'll use my Nikon. I prefer Canon because they have really good glass, and even like the kit lenses. Are better than Nikon to be, in my opinion. But Nikon does a good job.
Yeah, Nikon used to be like the top of the game back, and it was all Canon and Nikon back in the film days.
Yeah.
Well, they had some other ones, but those were probably your two better ones. There was Olympus and different other ones too.
So let's see how many people here are going to be coming to the 12 o'clock Central stream. Leave a 1 in the chat. I'm going to do a giveaway.
Oh, now they're all
Pentax. Yeah, Pentax was good back then. Minolta was around.
Dude's giveaways bring all the hams to the yard.
All right, so we're starting to see some ones now. I am going to do a giveaway, and it's nothing super special, but I'll be giving away a Baofeng UV6R.
He's like, what do I have in reach?
Yep, I looked over here. I'm like, yeah, there's something over there, brand new.
And Don, I will say, in cameras they improve like monthly compared to ham radio stuff.
That improves like once every 2 decades.
Yeah, no, cameras are. Sony must have brought out 6 cameras in the last year.
Sony knows how to attract and create a market.
Yeah, well, they've done really good with it. Their color's not quite as good as Canon's known for, like the best colors and stuff, but they're getting really, really close.
Cool. Looks like we're gonna have some people here at the noon stream. So, Baofeng UV6R giveaway during some portion of that stream. Think about it, what you guys are looking for. Maybe we'll look it up together. Think of something funny. Let's have a really good time on my stream.
What we've got coming up in the rest of the day is we've got Ham Radio Dude at noon Central, live streaming about some Amazon Prime Day deals and a Baofeng giveaway. And then we've got Ham Radio 2.0 streaming at 3 p.m. until 5 p.m. Central about Amazon Prime Day deals. And then we have Tango Oscar Mike at 5 p.m. talking about portable options with Raspberry Pi. Oh. We got a little bit of dead air. Somebody needs to jump in and fill that dead air up. Then we've got N1CLC. I'm going to assume he's talking about some kind of Soto type stuff. And then we have a Moto Poda from 741.
Oh.
And then we have Red Summit RF. It's an unknown mystery stream. And then we have Ham Radio Adventure Guy on Ham Nuggets tonight talking about Ham Radio adventures.
Excellent. Covain, thank you. I appreciate it. He says he's going to be there for the personality, not the giveaway. Hey. And then Plasma Storm says I'd rather have his sticker. And so I'm going to give away stickers too. I'm going to go crazy.
The sticker's worth more than the Baofeng.
Probably.
All right, folks, we have reached the top of the hour. I want to thank my esteemed guests, Chuck KK6USY and Dude Ham Radio Dude HRD.
Thank you for having me on the show.
And hopefully I didn't offend anybody on their cameras. Whatever camera you have is the best camera, just like radios.
Exactly. Some are just better than others.
And you buy them for different things, right?
Exactly. All right, folks, I have got to go warm up. It's like almost 55 degrees in the shack here, and my studio lights aren't cutting it for heat purposes. So
We'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you all in 4 hours
like
on the
80.
Ham Radio Dude stream.
I think it's 80 here already.
And you have offended N5 SKT, Chuck. So
Oh, I'm sorry, Don.
if I can offend just one of you today, then my work here is done.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure I was on something the other day. More people got offended, but okay. Anyhow.
All right. Well, see you all at noon. Thanks for
See you,
watching.
Don. Everybody,